Alright everybody, welcome. Today I'm going to be going over a simple little project um, that you can use scrap for. Scrap, as I said in my last video, you always have it. It's always what is left over. We save it, we squirrel it away because it was expensive and you never know. We could use it for this, that, or the other thing, but usually just collects and gets moldy and dusty and rots away. But about a decade ago, I came up with this little project to use up some of the scrap. It's very easy, really simple joinery. You can make these for friends, family members, or just for yourself. Like I said, it's all made out of scrap except for these. I had to go out and buy these. They used to be really common. Like this came out of a multi-pack that I got at Kmart. They used to be at AC Moore's, Michael's, pretty much everywhere that's sold. But now it's like I looked all over the place. I could only find one store that sells them. So good luck in finding them. I got these at Hobby Lobby. That's the only store that sold them. I don't like shopping at Hobby Lobby because I don't agree with their politics, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, it's like I said, I made this and for no other reason but it is about 48 centimeters from tip to bottom and about 26 and a half from here to here. Like I said, no reason why it has to be that way. That's just what I chose. You can make it bigger, smaller. This is infinitely customizable. So you have 4 little block platforms. They're 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. About 1.9, between 1.8 and 2 centimeters. Sorry, centimeters thick, depending on how well the wood is planed and machined. So, anyway, that's the finished one. The first what you're going to want to do is cut all your pieces to size. So, your branch pieces are just going to be about 1.9 by 1.9. I made this right here. I cut it to about 43 and a half centimeters. Your 2 sides, or the wings, they're about 41 centimeters. Once again, that's up to you. You make them however long you want to make them. Alright. And like I said, these are 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Alright, once you get them all cut out, first you're going to want to create a little mortise pocket, a little notch for everything to go into. And the way you do that is first you set it to about 4, just a little under 4 centimeters. Okay. Not much. Then you take it off once, find your 2 square sides, which if you cut right, that should be any side. This here is my datum surface, so, alright, take your pencil, mark, next, set it to just around 6, just a little over 6, or actually a little under 6, okay. Mark, one mark off the same side, that way you're going to be consistent in case you don't get these exactly 10 by 10. Alright, and now you're also going to want to mark out your center. So just set this to 5 centimeters dead. then off your same sides, mark, mark. And this hole will be for your mortise pocket, and this will be for your hole that you're going to put your screw into. Okay? Now, for your centerpiece, there's a couple ways you could join it. You could have it, you can make it almost like a sandwich. So you take out about a third off this side, a third off that side, and then 2/3 off each one, and then you just kind of sandwich them together. And for the angle, like I said, just play around with it till you get an angle you like. Alright. Maybe have one of these up here so you can gauge where it's going to be. And once you get that, take your pencil and mark your lines like I already did here. So if you're going to remove this, all you want to do is set this to about 6 milliliters. Yeah, 6 millimeters. Excuse me. Okay. And then you're just going to line it up. Find your other mark right here. And you'll do the same thing for the other side, and then you'll set it for 1.2 centimeters. Mark off this side, and that will give you, and then you'll just remove that area, the area down there, and leave what's in the middle. If you don't want to do it and just want to go, just don't want to deal with that, you can just nail it in. Once again, you find the angle, you just move it around to where you like it, mark here, and then when you got that, just take your square, get it all the way out, put it, this is going to be your vertical, put it out here, mark your line where you want it, and then cut. And that way you don't really need to know the angles. Like, I have no idea what angle this is, I have no idea what angle that is. I just know that this angle plus that angle equals 90 degrees. But it really doesn't matter, knowing the exact angle. And that's kind of the fun of this project, is that you can just kind of play around with it. Okay? Then when you take and are mortising these out, because these are on an angle, you're going to have to angle these. So we've gone over how to chop out a mortise before, and it's pretty much the exact same thing, except now you're just going to want to make a slight angle here. Now you're going to want to angle it in a little bit on this side. And these are mortised to about 1.2 centimeters deep. Okay? And see if they're okay. Just test it. Fits perfectly. Okay. Now, once that's done, what I do is I just lay out for my nail holes, since these are being nailed in. I made a mark as to how deep it's going, and I put, so it stops right here. Then I took my square, drew lines here, and then I drew 2 offset ones for the other ones. Because when you nail through each side, your nail is going to come out the other end, so you don't want them touching. And then once that's done, you just line your square up to the lines you made, and it'd be nice if I remember to put this back. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a vest if you never put your tools in the pockets where they're supposed to be. Alrighty. And once that's done, all you have to do is hold it down like that. Take your drill, line it up with the angle. Oh. This just helps. It's not necessary, it just helps. And just drill down. Okay. You can also mark it from the other side to avoid any splitting out. I mean, you can put your lines on this side and drill from this side. That way you don't have lines on the face that you have to take off later. Alright. We just do the same thing here. And I'll show you how that's. Take line. I prefer using a mallet because I'm worried that if I use this too much, I'll actually snap it, but you know, every once in a while, it's not bad. Okay. It didn't really catch anyhow. Oh well. So, and the last thing you want to do is the one for your bottom piece. This one right here, I chose for the bottom. So just take your brace with your countersink bit in. There we go. Okay. So, now all you have to do is first get all these together. Get your glue. Get your nails, which are over here. Okay. Line this up like so. Now you don't want to hammer these in all the way. Like I said, they'll come out the other side, which is good because they'll act. That's good. And you want to tap them even less on the bottom one, because there's even less wood here. Okay. Flip it. And just repeat. I got some fresh glue. The glue I had been using had gone stale, and it was just a pain to work with. It didn't want to come out, so I got some more. After a while, glue goes bad. It's all flush. Oops. And then knock it out of place with your hammer while you're grabbing it, as you do. Okay. Now, final nail. Oops. Put it upside down. Alrighty, lady. Now this you can just go all the way through. Okay, flip it over. Take your nail punch here to countersink them. Next, find your bottom and the piece you took for the bottom. Put that on. There we go. Now you're going to want to get your screw. Let's see here. There we go. There. Screws are right in here, I believe. Now just take, there we go, and just twist in. Like so. You can also add glue if you want. Give it some extra holding power. And now this will go here. This will go here. Go. I think I made it. Yep. This will go here, and this will go up top. Okay. And one thing I forgot to say is, for decoration, you just chamfer it like we did the last time. Just using the block plane, and you go all the way around until you have what you like, and then finally you'll take your little cuppies. You'll get a long screw, below glue here, put it down in there, and screw it down in. Okay, and that's how those are made. Like I said, these are a fun project to make. They don't require a lot of wood, so it's a great way to chew up scrap. You can make multiples of these at a time. You can make them as they're infinitely customizable. You can use different types of joinery if you want. Mortise and tenon, the overlap, just butted with nails in. Dowel, just take your brace, make 2/4 inch big holes here, and then put a 1/4 inch dowel in each hole. So this is just something that you can really have fun with, and it doesn't require a lot. Once again, tools used: mallet, hammer, 3/4 inch chisel, drill with a 1/16 inch bit, brace with a countersink, block plane, combination square, jack plane, a panel saw, and then a back saw. Once again, it's pretty much the exact same toolkit we used to make the end table and the patio table. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you. And this is crooked, but hey, I was in a rush. But I didn't use glue, so oops, I forgot I didn't attach that. So I can take this out, clear out any sort of knobbliness, and redo it. Oh yeah, and some nail punch. But as you see, all this was done on a screwdriver. I always forget something. But you see, that's not a large set of tools. This is, like I said, this is what you can make with just a very basic set. And it's not a box. It is not a box. We have not made one box. Boxes are boring. People who don't know how to make anything can make a box. But we've made a candlestick stand, we've made an end table, a patio table. So you can do a lot that isn't a box with this set of tools. But that said, as fun as this has been, going down the minimalist road, I'm kind of over it. So the next projects, I'm just going to open the shop up and, use my full range. You can get the tools you want. You can build along. You can customize them just to stay within this range. But anyway, I hope you've had fun. I hope you've had fun making this, making these with me, and I will see you later.